Hi, how are you all? So it's 8:33. I'll be here for about an hour. Um, thanks to first off, can you all hear me? See me okay? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I have troubles. Hmm, nope. Okay. Everybody hold on, please. Oh, good. See, now I have two devices I have to use. Because listen, I have had trouble. So first I oh, you can't hear? Oh, okay, it's good. Thanks. So I had trouble. First off, I'm not a technology person. So when I tried to schedule it earlier for today, um, it worked was fine. But however, so it got close to like 8:30 um and I was, getting ready and the thing said up top where you're supposed to hit go live, it was like dark. So I was like, oh no, now what's happening? And so there's I don't know how this works. You have to download some sort of special system. I don't know. So I tried that, still couldn't figure it out. So I had to delete the stream I had scheduled for this. And so I've had a couple go arounds now. So I'm glad you can hear me. Mindy, I don't know what that is or anything. Again, you're lucky I can hit the start button. Um, so now that you all knew my reasons why that all happened, I'm sorry about that. Um, I just want to say thank you all for coming. Thank you to Abigail, of course, for haranguing me and giving me this spot. So I'm actually looking forward to it. Now, because I have my chat is not on my computer because I have to use my laptop. So now I have my iPad next to me, so I'll be looking over the side to see the chat because it's gone from my computer, and I can't type in there because there's nothing to type. So okay, so let's see who's here. Yoreli, Grace, Bev, Maritza. Hi, I hope you're okay. Valerie, Sylvie, uh, Trelesson. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Jenny, Valerie, Sandra. I hope you don't mind I say that. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm a child of the 80s and 90s, and one of my favorite shows was 227. And of course, the fabulous Jack A. Harry played a character named Sandra. And too bad there's no, I don't know if we have any Marys here, but Sandra would also always say her name, Mary. So, hi, Sandra. AE, Christina, Jerry, hi. Hi. Joanna, Hilma, Katrina, Angie. Oh, yes. Well, I don't know anything about that moderator stuff either. So, that's not going to happen tonight. As I said, I have nowhere to see anything on here. So, I don't think we're going to get spammed. And if we do, good luck. Let's see. Abigail, of course. Christina, I don't know if I said you. Mindy, Chris and Kel, Mariah, Hilma. Let's see. Well, you should have called me. You're gonna make. Well, thanks, hun. Next time. I don't know how to do that now. We'll have to do a like teleconference on fixing this stuff. uh, Randy, hi, Randy. That's okay. Lawrence, hi. Marilyn, Jane, Jeremy. Let's see. Colleen, Gail, Jill. Okay, I think I have everybody. So, if I don't know if Randy is still here, but so in Grace's live, uh, she said something, and I told her I'm stealing it. So my new catchphrase is, "Are you all ready to ride the kangaroo?" And so you'll be hearing that a lot. Bring something to. Oh, we're boiling eggs. Okay, this is a lot more difficult than I thought. Having to look through the chats and sit here talking to the camera. It's really weird, actually. Thank you, Randy. Yes, we got to ride that kangaroo. So, um, by the way, I also have to publicly say, because I've said it before, how disappointed I am that Abigail stole my Lady Diana diamond painting. It's not very nice. I would like it back. I was on there at 12 exactly, already, everything set up. It just went one, two, three, and click. Nope. Sorry. Didn't go through in time. And apparently, I'm waitlisted because she stole it from me. And I don't really appreciate that. I know, isn't she though? uh, okay. Hmm. Oh, riding a dingo. Well, that'll be interesting, that's for sure. I'd be a little too afraid of them. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Thank you for coming. By the way, thank you all for coming. That's so sweet of you. 44 people? My goodness. Again, I'm grateful that 10 showed up. um, let's see. Well, I know. But, still it's very nice that you do show up for me. I appreciate it. Hmm. So, thank you. So I just wanted to also say that I guess this past week kind of has been hard for a lot of people. I'm not going to go into details or, but there's been quite a bit going on. And so, of course, just wanted to touch on that and say, my thoughts with everybody. It's kind of been an up and down week for me too. I don't feel all that great either, but, we'll all get through it. And I hope everybody, is okay. And tomorrow's another day, So I just wanted to say that. And I also wanted to say, by the way, tomorrow is, of course, Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there, whether they're children or the fur babies. I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Yes, thank you, Mariah. That's not possible. At least not yet. Maybe soon, someday. Who knows? Yes, and of course to the moms in heaven. Mm, that's all. I don't want to get emotional or anything. Um, Hi, Debbie W. Yeah, so like I said, I'm on my laptop webcam, so the picture is kind of really bad. And of course, since I'm in my bedroom, I don't have great lighting, so but you can see actually, at least in the background, you can see some of my dime paintings on the wall. Some of the few framed ones I have. I hope you like them. And also, I have my some of my wind chimes up there. I see. I'm somebody who I guess this is kind of partly a getting to know you live, you could say. But I kind of have like a little bit obsessive personality sometimes. So when I get into something, I'm like, I'm all in. and that's kind of how it is with dime painting. And so it's also with collecting things like, and one of them is wind chimes. So I have probably about 30 of them, and I have this kind of ceiling where I could have these clips and I can hang them up. Um, and so I have tons of chimes all in my room on the ceiling. Debbie, are you asking me what I'm working on? I've been diamond painting just over 2 years. I believe in February of 2019 was when I started. And so, yeah, it's just over 2 years now. I don't remember when I started my channel. See, I had my YouTube channel for like 8 years already, and I had only, I guess, set it up as a kind of just a thing to have. And I uploaded two music files. So if you go through my videos and go all the way to the bottom, the two music files are still there of two of my favorite songs. Um, so then when I got into dime painting, probably a little over a year ago is probably when I started putting stuff up. I don't remember exactly, and I do it just for fun, you know. Listen, I'm glad I've met some great people and some great friends, and I'm not trying to be a pro or anything. I just do it because I like doing it, and it gives me enjoyment. So the fact that other people actually enjoy it too, still kind of like is really weird to me because I don't find myself at all entertaining or interesting. So I really appreciate it. Yes, that's a lot of wind chimes. Now they don't actually chime very much because even if when the window's open, it's not really windy in here. So it right now I have my air purifier off. That's the only time you ever really hear them is when the purifier hits a couple of them, and they're actually really soothing, and it's not like overwhelming or anything. Yes, I definitely will showcase the wind chimes one day. There's plenty of them, and they're really good. Yes, Colleen, I'm just like that. I'm obsessive about what I'm interested in at the time too. Speaking of obsessions, and it goes beyond just like that stuff too. So I brought you something here to show you. It's not very interesting, but so so these are two obsessions I have. I'm a even though I'm a big person, I kind of really picky with what I eat, and so like usually what happens is I like something that's kind of obscure or that turns out not to be popular and it's hard to find. So these are two items that are really hard to find. And so sometimes I actually buy them in bulk. So here's one of them. They're two little snack things. This is best to stay away from sugar so I try to have a little snack. So this is one of them. And I think you should all buy some too and try them. Not because I want less out there, but because if you buy more, they're going to keep making them. So sorry, this is a townhouse. It's a focaccia Tuscan cheese. They're really good, really good. And this other thing I have now, this I actually just got a box of 10 of these today from Walmart in the mail because again they're hard to find and they're really good. These are Cheez-It Grooves and they're bold cheddar. Try them; they're really good. Now they're very flavorful. So if you just like subtle flavors, you probably won't like them. Both of them, but they're really strong. Okay. Oh, thank you, Grace. I don't think I'm adorable, but I appreciate that. Hmm. I'm just reading through the chat. I don't think I've tried the Italian herb one. Hey, Whitney, how are you doing? So nice to see you. Glitz, glamour, and bold. Ooh, hi. Yes, exactly. Some things are just hard to find, especially it's annoying when you really start liking it. And like I said, I have kind of an obsessive personality. So I'll like, it's something that I'll do all the time, whether it's a craft, whether it's a movie or TV show, you know, food item, like it'll be constant. And when I can't find it or it's not available, it's really annoying. And it's like, come on now. There's a million and one items out there, and the one thing I like, just like with the frozen pizza. I don't like frozen pizza generally, except for one kind. And it's like so obscure. It's a DiGiorno one, but it's the only one I like, and it's like so hard to find. It's like I can get it usually like once every 3 months that they're actually in stock of it. Oh, it took you this long, Grace, to mention you know who? Who's that? I don't know who that is. Yes, Maritza, you adopted me. Abigail, I don't know that. Who's he? Who said that? Angie? Maritza, do you know who this person is? I don't know. This is why I guess we need the moderators to kick that person out. Oh, Joanna, funny story about the focaccia crackers. Fell asleep and with the box and woke up. Baby George ate the whole box. Hi, Jerry. Yes, I'm in the US. I'm in New Jersey. Just scrolling back a little in case I missed something. Like I said, it's a little hard to keep up with this. Okay. Yes, some people need a timeout. So, yes, he's not making an appearance on my show. I mean, this is I'm innocent. You all think so certain things. I don't know. I'm just sitting here doing nothing, minding my business, and I get accused of this. It's shocking. Oh my God, Mindy, you have? I'm surprised someone told you. Everyone was afraid that you were too innocent to hear. Well, if you're asking what project I'm working on, uh, Glitz, Glamour, and Bold, which by the way, I love that handle. I was going to show you anyway, and I brought that up here because, I diamond paint in my kitchen. And so I had to bring all the stuff I needed up to my bedroom. So this is actually a really good time to mention I'm doing an event non-event right now. Uh, Sea Creature DP Fun. I think that's it. I can't believe it. I forget all the time. And it's about sea creatures. So I'm doing a seahorse. And I'm almost finished. And you get to see, I guess, the exclusive of it. So here's the bottom. And the middle. And this area up here is the part I haven't done yet. But look at it, it's super sparkly. And I did reduce my custom substitutions with some rhinestones and ABs. I put a lot of white ones up there. So how's it coming? Oh, I missed something. But yeah, Maritza doesn't know who Tom is either. We don't know. We never heard of any Tom. Ooh, did I say that? Christina, yes, I do have a dove. That's the one you usually hear in my videos. She's 15 now. Her name is Scarlet. She's white, of course. And she lives in the kitchen on the refrigerator. And I do have another bird. I only have one other bird. I used to have seven budgies or parakeets. um, over the past like 5, 6 years. And they actually, I had a big flight cage again in my bedroom over there. You can't see it. But when I got down to only two of them being alive, I had an old bird cage in my basement. So I brought the smaller one up and put that in here instead. And so maybe a month or two ago, one of the other birds died. So I have one bird left, uh, one parakeet bird, one dove, and I have a cat, Astrid, and she is also 15. Yes, Rob, I do want to go to Florida. Listen, I kind of have a love hate relationship with Florida. I would love to like live there. I'm like, first of all, I hate the winter. I can't stand it. And what's even worse now, people always love seasons. We still get the seasons here in New Jersey. They're like shorter and weirder though. I have seasonal depression, and I have even like what talking about what was going on this week with me too is like I just have like weather depression because it was nice, and then all of a sudden it turns cold and rainy, and then it gets nice, and then again the temperatures fluctuate, and it really affects me. It affects my feeling, just my body and everything. I hate it. But Florida, at least it's really nice weather. That's the kind of place that kind of fits with my personality as far as I love the trees. I love the colorful houses. I understand I wouldn't be able to be as very close to the beach, but I want to live somewhere in the proximity of quickly to a beach because I love just when you're down there near the beach and just the smell of the air, the feel of it. It's fantastic. Believe me, I would love to be in Florida. The bad thing is those people are crazy. Like Florida and Texas, like no offense, but there's some of you all good people, but some of you people are just nuts. Controversial statement. Don't attack me. I love you all. I'm just saying some of you that live around there. Oh, Kristen Kell, I think you're out of the loop about TOM. I'm sure somebody will tell you. Yeah, who told you, Mindy? I don't know if I got that far yet. Oh, Tom is very famous, Debbie. Hmm. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the diamond painting. It's really pretty. It's been actually really fun to work on too, and it looks really good. I'm really happy with the outcome of how it's coming. Let's see. Hi, Katrina. Thank you, Angie. I'm glad you like it. Miss Phoebe, hi. Well, I would love to frame it, but that kind of frame, I don't know. First of all, that's the one thing I hate about diamond paintings. So many of them are irregular size, and I do frame. I do have ones that are framed that are either easier to size or I have to cut a little bit. But I use cheap frames, and that's okay too. Actually, I have one I'm going to show you in a minute, but let me just catch up on the chat. Hmm. Stickers and planners. Hi. Oh, thank you. I hope I can't. I hope you actually show the mermaid. I don't remember seeing it. By the way, you could show it on Instagram with the hashtag Sea Creature DP Fun. Remember, it's a non-event, so it's just for fun, And we just wanted to see the actual work. That's why I created the hashtag. Me and Miranda. Just so we all work together and it's fun and um, you know Joanna, you're gonna have to find out for somebody else. Apparently, he gets around. Thank you, Jenny. Oh yes, Grace knows him. I think he knows. She knows him very well. Ooh, where did I get the seahorse? That's a loaded question because I got it from a company that sent me it for review, and I want to say DIY digital art. I don't know. I think one of them. Check my videos. It's going to be in there. Yes, you can trust Minnie. She's great. I consider her our leader of our little group here. I know you want to live there, Maritza. I'll go too. We can get a bungalow together. Abigail, I don't think you want me to live with you, though. I think we might drive each other crazy. I don't mind the heat. I can't stand the cold, though. I'd rather have heat over cold any day. Yes, sad. Sylvie, I think we might see him again. This is Joanna, not me. Florida is a mental ward. Don't live there. Just visit and run. Well, I would. Listen. I've had to choose. I would choose Hawaii over Florida, but Hawaii is like super expensive and so many tourists. I mean, Florida has tourists too, but I don't think it's probably the same as Hawaii. Aruba sounds nice. I'm just really behind. I'm almost done with the catching up. Okay. Yes, you look crazy. Actually, I do kind of too. Honestly, I kind of love crazy Abigail too. So I actually think we make a pretty good pair. He's not showing up here. Mm-mm. It's not possible. He doesn't live here. He lives in the state above me. No, Montana. No, no. Palm Springs. That sounds lovely. I almost died right now when you said no Mar-a-Lago. Mm-mm. That name is ruined. Thank you so much, Diamond Dog Dad. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Good night and get some sleep. The traveling Tom. Well, Abigail or you know Maritza has threatened to send him up down Abigail's way. Meanwhile, that's not happened yet. And funds were put up for her to get one too. So I'm still waiting on that. Tick tock, tick tock. Florida's ruined. And notice I didn't bring this up neither. So don't nobody accuse me of nothing. Well, of course, Mariah. Someone just tried to steal your package down there. Okay, so we're having too much fun because I was thinking if I really didn't have anything to talk about, which I kind of don't, but luckily we've all gotten it's all gone pretty fun so far. I've had a couple controversial things to talk about, but I'm kind of going to let that go now. Which that was like desperate times, desperate measures. Uh, Hi, Corrine. Thank you. Yes. Well, there's plenty of videos that you go watch. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy it. Um, One thing, so I thought would be in. There's no tea. There's no tea. No, 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 no. There's nothing tea there. It's just a couple topics that were gonna make people mad because listen, I'm a contrarian. I always, I'm different from everybody else, and I have a few views that people might not enjoy or appreciate. And, you know, here's the thing, you all think I'm sweet and nice, and which I am. But when I talk about something I'm passionate about or that kind of really annoys me, I can maybe get a little bit judgy and mean. So I figured maybe I shouldn't talk about it. Oh, that Chinese rocket thing is probably going to be nothing. I think that's a big, but talk about controversial thing. I'll call that right out now. That's a bunch of media stuff, racist media stuff. I bet that's going to be nothing. I want to make people mad. Well, yes, but how do you know you're not going to be one of the people that are mad? Mm. Yes, I'm a judgy Judy. I am. Well, yes, I want to watch. I am some people as well sometimes, that's for sure. Believe me. That's why I sit back and I drink and I watch it all. Really, you don't want to hear my controversial topics. You're too nice. No, no, Judge Judy. Judgy Judy. No, Judge Judy. No, no, no. Okay, so let's talk about the one thing that maybe is a little less controversial. And actually, Mindy was talking about it. Well, she actually talked about both of the topics I was going to bring up, but she was actually just talking about it as I was getting ready to leave her chat to come here, and that's the whole virus thing in the mask. And so, I had my first shot, and I have my second one later in the month. And listen, it's something people. I just think you have to do it. It really makes me mad that people aren't. And not only that, even if okay, I get if you're gonna wait. Listen, okay, let me start over. So I was someone who was I was kind of. They have different buckets they want to put people in. Now I was a hesitant person at first, only because I didn't trust the charlatan. So I was worried. But then when you find out that well, the government had nothing to do with this, it was all the pharmaceutical things that were creating this, that made me feel better. There was no funding or anything, and that their hands weren't involved in it. So then I was okay with getting it. And then, of course, when it was released, it took like a long time for people to be eligible my age. And even my dad, like he got his like 2 weeks before I got mine, and he's in his 70s, and he had listen, he would qualify as compromised systems and all that. So even he couldn't here in New Jersey, and it was very confusing. I think he just couldn't get in for an appointment to get it. So he actually now is fully vaccinated, and I'm like 2 weeks behind him. But so we were both really hesitant at first, but then when stuff came out and it's okay, it's really going to be fine, we're sure. And then when you're getting to, the fact that hundreds of millions of people already have got this. Listen, there's been very few instances of anything happening, and it's really important. That's number one. Number two, look, we all watch TV, don't we? Every other commercial on TV is a drug commercial. And now, I believe me, I'm no fan of pharmaceutical companies. Like anybody, I don't like them either. I'm no fan of any of that. So, but we all see and watch these commercials. Every other commercial is a drug commercial, and 75% of the commercial are talking about the side effects. Oh, it's going to cause death, paralysis, heart failure, liver damage, just a million and one different things. People have no problem with going to the doctors, taking all these other medications, but somehow, because the coronavirus thing, now this is the one they don't want to take. Come on now, really? That's number one. Number two, no, the last thing is the mask thing. I have said it before, I said it again. I am not going to take that mask off for like probably 2 years. Unless this is completely gone, that mask is going to stay on. Now, I'm lucky. Again, I always say I'm a recluse. I don't leave my house. I go out of the house a handful of times a month. So it's okay for me. But as far as the mask situation and everything, but again, listen, look throughout history, the horrors and hard things people have gone through, and people complain about wearing a mask. Are you serious? No, do it. And so I feel the same way. I'm not taking it off. I don't care if I'm fully vaccinated. No, it's not happening. Now, the distancing, I think, is probably something you don't have to worry about probably very much anymore, but the mask is staying on. And the fact that people are so, like, offended that, oh, it's been on so long, I want this to be over. Well, yeah, we all want it to be over, but we all want to be healthy and alive. All right. Sorry. See what I mean by that judginess? So now I'm going to go back and see what everybody said. Hmm. Oh, Corey says 2020 was a year of controversy, and I'm still enjoying calm. Well, yes, I the past 5 years have been hell. I'm surprised I'm still alive with the stress and the anger and the negativity that I had felt. And luckily now things are calmed down, and I actually have basically almost stopped watching the news. I watch very little of it. When I hear it, it always upsets me, and I'm like, no, I can't do this. Nope, goodbye. Mm-mm. 5 years was enough. Hey, Chantel. Hey, Roxanne. Good, Maritza. Good luck with it. I hope. I'm really happy you're getting it. Yeah, practically handing out streets corners here. Yes, that's another weird thing is that some places you can get it easy, some places it was hard to get. It's again, it's a places where people. It also has to do with where you live. I mean, there were things. There was a story about a doctor. Or I don't want to get into it. Never mind. Mm-mm. Yes, there will be, Bev. Hopefully not for a long time. There's always going to be something out there, that's for sure. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sylvie. I hope you're okay now. That's another thing. Well, I'm sure we're still on the subject. Is that it's kind of it's not only the fact that you could die from it. It's that they keep something that they don't talk about. I don't think nearly enough is that after effects that people seem to have. They still don't know everything that can happen. And some people have really bad after effects of after having the virus. So it's not just a simple, well, it's a flu, well, likelihood that you'll die is so minimal. Well, it's beyond that. It's whatever brain or organ issues that might go after it too. I don't mind a Katrina either. It's just to me, it's not really a big deal. Hi, Roxanne. Oh, the man at Walmart. Yeah, I was hearing you talk about that. I think if that's the Mindy, that's the person you're. Yeah, when it first happened, before they were talking, I remember the same sort of thing. Well, I don't know the story, but the same uncomfortableness happened with me and my dad because we were in the shop in the supermarket, and this was when it first happened, and no one really knew what was going on, and there were no real. It was at the very beginning, and they weren't saying to wear masks or anything, and but we kind of want to still back away from people and it's like keep your distance. So this guy was in front of us and he was like making a big joke of it and like laughing and like talking loud and he was going on with the clerk the checker and I'm like, oh no, are you kidding me? We really had to be by this person. I really backed up from him. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Hmm. Welcome back, Grace. Okay. So I'm all kind of caught up in the chat. No, I'm not gonna. That's all my controversial topic was, which I guess, which I suppose it was considered maybe controversial because again, some people don't want to take it. Some people, um, think it's a joke. I don't know. Like I understand hesitancy. Don't get me wrong, and I don't think you have to run out immediately to get it. I understand if you wait a while, as long as you're safe and everything. But for me, it's just more the people that either don't want it. I know I said I was going to stop it, but this is the last thing. It was either for more of the people that just don't want it or think that the government's tracking you or something. No, I can't deal with that or think it's fake. I mean, there have been so many news stories where people go having it and going in the hospital and still thinking it's fake. It's like, really, what's wrong with you? Uh, and the hesitancy thing, I understand because listen, drug companies as it is and drugs and how they're tested is sketchy enough already. I understand that, but I think, and even if you wait, okay, wait a little bit, but in the end, you really have to get it, and at least stay safe, please. That's the last of it, I promise. Okay. Um, Maritza, no, I haven't started a new whip and lit. Have you even? Oh yes. Have you finished my other one yet? I know with all your craziness going on, I don't know if you finished it yet. Yeah, there's always good conspiracy theories about everything. Okay, well, when you go watch the last one, it's really good, I think, and I give a little synopsis thing at the end. And watch the movie for anybody again who may not know. I did a series called Whip and Lit where would do my dime painting as the whip, and I would play an audiobook, and the audiobook was The Age of Innocence. I did that because I'm not a big reader, but the Chris stop. Um, One of my favorite films is The Age of Innocence from Martin Scorsese in the 1990s, and it's based on a classic book. So I had gotten the audio and I had gotten the book, and I decided, I'm not really good at whipping chats and kind of things because I really actually don't have a lot to talk about, and it's really struggle just to do this again because as someone who doesn't really talk or leave the house or anything to other I don't talk to other people really besides my YouTube friends. I don't have a lot to say. So I decided to do kind of an alternative whips uh, thing. So that was the first one. So I encourage you, even if you didn't watch my series or listen to the book or anything, go watch the movie. It's a really great movie. I cry every time. Instant pots are great. I love them. I don't cook a lot in them, but I took the two things I cook in them. I cook um, pot roast that comes really good in that, and I cook ribs. And the ribs are interesting because what I do is I had like baby back kind of ribs, so I just put the rib right in the thing, and I just put like a cup of water in it, and I cook it for like about it's like pressure cooks for about 35 minutes, and then when it's done, it's like falling off the bone, kind of good. And then I put it in the oven in the broiler with the barbecue sauce on it to kind of bake the barbecue sauce on it. It's really good. Thank you, Roxanne. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Bev. Or should I call you Chapters Indigo? Hmm. Yes, I've heard people make yogurt in the Instant Pots. I think that's very interesting. I would never have thought to do something like that. Or I should say, I would never do that myself. But it must be pretty good, though, right? What, Grace? We're having a Tom event? Oh my God, I would love that. We got to talk after this. Oh, yes, Bev, that's your new nickname. Hmm. Everybody start calling Bev Chapters Indigo. She had to go pick up her check today. Yes, Grace is hosting a Tom event. Get all the details from her. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. So I'll give you another preview. So as you see in the preview of my seahorse that's going on now, so I did for all you know that note, Dreamer Designs. I'm not going to go into the whole story. I did Kindred Spirit, which is of course based on Anne of Green Gables, and so I did that one. And it's been done well over a month, and I shot my review post review thing, but I've had so many other videos having to go up that I didn't get a chance to put it up yet. It'll go up soon, and it's a long one, so just so everybody knows, the first like 20 minutes is like a talking thing. I don't know, I might redo it, but I probably won't. I'm too kind of lazy at this point. But so I did do the post review. It's probably like 40-minute review. I can't help it. I'm you know me, I'm just in my head when I talk. So I haven't shown it anywhere on my social media or anything, but I'll show it to you now. It's framed. Well, I did show it during the Dreamer Design event, but none of you were all. I don't think we're in that. So here it is. Excuse me. So the only thing I'll say about this is that it's one of my favorite ones ever. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. I did some changing out with ABs. It's a square one. And so my favorite part of the changing was you probably can't it's a little too dark in here, but in her hair and I think in, I don't know, maybe some other places, I use this orange AB jelly thing. It's the first time I ever used one of those jelly diamonds. I love that. Excuse me. It's really beautiful. Uh-oh. Yes, a Tom Tin, Tom Tin. You know what, Grace? I actually would collaborate with you and Maritza on that. You don't know what to say in post reviews. Say, well, my post review for this one, the reason why it's 40 minutes long, Bev, is because I have a gigantic story. See, again, you're very what's the word? Precise. You're to the point. I kind of have to go on. I have to tell the story of when I got it, where I got it, why I got it, the history behind the book, the history of the. I have to tell you everything, 5 million stories in one. Again, it's like me reading the Bible or something. I just can't help myself. So I had to not only just like in normal ones, I have short reviews like that are a couple minutes long that says, "Oh, look, it's great." But this one has like a story because I had issues with the canvas and I had, anyways. You'll see if you want. You'll see when it's done. And of course, I always show what I change out in them too. So thank you all. Which do you want to tell Jill which Dreamer designs you ordered today? Thank you all for the love. She is really great. Dreamer Designs is great. It's some of her, to me, like most things are hit and miss with the styles and all that kind of stuff. But it's fine. They have plenty of variety now. But when they first started, they were kind of very one note, but they're getting a lot more variety. Yeah, she has freckles. Debbie, the sunflower from Dreamer Design, the new one. No, I haven't gotten any new Dreamer designs yet. I was actually again thinking about talking about that a little bit because when they first released some of their new stuff, the first week is the ones that I really liked. I liked the first ocean one, the one that Maritza said she liked too. I liked that one. I liked the beautiful um, flower. I think it's called Perseverance. I can't remember the name of it. It's really pretty, and I actually liked the what's the other one's name? The girl one. I'm blanking on her name. It's something the Halloweeny one. Hazel. I would never like that. That's not my style at all. But those are the three I really liked, and I was so thinking about getting them. And right until the last minute, I was going to, but then I had issues with signing into my right when they were being released. My internet went crazy, and I couldn't get in. And then I had an issue with something else too. I have such a bad memory, I don't remember what it was. That something else was giving me a problem. So I said, that's all right. Hold off. So probably on the restock, I might get one or two. Again, I'm kind of happy for two reasons. For number one, I didn't um, want to spend that much money all at once in the first week of their new releases. Like, what if they had even greater ones? So that's number one. Number two, I wound up actually getting then the Woman in Gold, and then Diamond Art Clubs comes out with Diana. And because I don't like paying for shipping, I'm crazy that way, where I rather buy a whole nother diamond painting for a whole lot more than pay $7 or $6 for shipping. I got Diana and another diamond painting back ordered. but that's okay. So I'm actually kind of glad I waited on the new designs. I'll be able to get them down the line. And the new sunflower one, which I think came out this week, that was nice too. But I didn't get it. Yeah, Jenny, we're nasty, like Janet Jackson. Torlescent, she is beautiful. I think you should get her. Oh yes, Angie. Did you say which ones you got last night, or are you keeping them secret for now? Okay, I'm almost done at the chat. So, part of the reason why I also was thinking about hesitating on that pink bouquet one, the first week of the release, is because one of the, well, probably on more of them, more of the budget company ones, they have this really gorgeous one that's kind of similar. They have the big pink and red flowers in that one too. I think they're mostly pink. And I think I seen Natalia unbox it, and oh god, it's just so gorgeous that I actually prefer that one to actually Derma Designs. And Derma Designs is a square, and I don't mind squares. I'm actually really been wanting to do one, but I have so many of them right now. So I'm actually kind of glad I hesitated a little bit. Another reason why, and I could always get that flower one from one of the companies, down the line. Thank you, Grace, for the thumbs up. Oh yes, the buy two get one free. Listen, don't tell anybody. I use that code already, but I think you can probably get around using it again. There's probably other ways. Just think about it. And I probably will try it. Because I like you, Maritza, I tried it with my account. It didn't work. But I think there are other ways around it. What's Mariah saying that she got to go in the timeout? I must have missed something. Well, I guess it's 9:30 now. I don't know if anybody else is supposed to go on, and I have had a lovely time. I hope you have enjoyed. Um, I don't have much else to talk about, and again, since I didn't, see if other people are on yet, I'm not sure how long I'm supposed to be here. So I guess I'll probably end it now. Oh, you stay till 10? Really? Are you sure? Oh, okay. I guess I'm here for another half hour. See, the thing, Abigail, is when you're on, it goes so fast. I don't even realize it's an hour and a half. All right. I guess I'll stay. What do you want to talk about? Oh, did I mention Grace when she said, I don't know why these companies make codes one time use? It confuses me. I love that word. Well, they do it because they want to lure you in, and then when they get you in, they like want to slap your hand and say, "No more. Now you can buy it. We hooked you. Now buy our stuff." More controversy. Okay, what more controversy? Oh, you don't want to talk about that controversy. The other one. We can talk about a Tom collab. What do you want to talk about? They actually did a boho. People bought 20 and 30 kits because there was no one. Yes, Bev. Basically, that's true. Oh, BOGO. I was like, boho? Who's boho around here? Not you. Well, of course, people are going to use that all the time. That's why you got to work your way around it to be sneaky. Yes, Mariah, I think you have to host it because you're just as bad as Miss Maritza with this TOM. Of course, if that's true, we'll have to break the video out though. But that's not in my possession, so. Oh, Joanna, they're back to talking about TOM. I didn't do it. No, no, we're not killing that video. Hi, Dreamer Craft Corner. Yes, that video has to be posted. It's the best video. Let's face it, that is the best diamond painting video ever out there. And I was lucky enough to be part of it. Thank you, AE. Oh yes, Angie, you're just guilty as everybody else. Could you imagine that was her first ever time on video? I mean, wow, I'm so shocked that after that she started her own channel. We got all give it up to Angie for that one. By the way, I don't know if you people knew that you were involved in that, so I just kind of outed you if they didn't. Mhm. Yes, Abigail, please do. Or at least give it to me. I gotta download it. I gotta watch it again and again. Spill the tea about what? It's too late for Jesus over here. And that's from a non believer. Someone take the wheel. I got it. I got it. You better not have deleted that. I'm gonna go and cry. I'm gonna end this thing right now if that was deleted. No, well, mm, no, no demonstration. Dreamer, the video is not available. Jesus, take the Tom. I kind of do feel a little bad at this point talking about it only for the people that don't know. However, I can't let that go. And apparently, neither can some of my other wonderful friends either. That's why I love you all. Abigail, did you put that video in your kayak? By the way, while we're on that subject, I don't want to call people out, but here, listen, for the people who don't know about Tom, I have not a clue what that kayak thing is about. I have, you all share something in your own little thing. I'm all left out in the corner. I don't know what that's about because no one tells me. So in my mind, I'm assuming what it means or what it's about, but I have no idea. I was not let in on the little inside joke. So, mm, right, I'm sure it is. Oh, Angie, you were dead in that video. I'm surprised you didn't need an inhaler. No, that video is going to be exposed one day. That's not going to be like, the missing tapes or anything. It will come out. I'm not sure I want to be in it. I've never been in one. It's just her new saying. Like my new saying is ready to ride the kangaroo. Oh, we got to get Team Tom t-shirts. No drama here, dreamer. No. Does Tom have any friends? You got to ask Maritza that. She's his friend now. Whether there's any other friends there, I don't know. Get canceled, please. Are you kidding? Sex sells. We're going to be hot. We're going to shoot right up there if that video gets around. People think this craft is just some little old ladies, doing stuff. Nothing against little old ladies. No, some of us are hot young things who are up to things. Dreamer Craft Corner, there's no drama, believe me. It's all fun. Caps don't bother me none. I know you're really. I'm a little old lady too, mostly. Although you could go in the Guinness Book of Records being a little old lady and having a baby. As a matter of fact, it's kind of past our bedtimes now, I think. Yes, he does need a friend. You're putting your hand where? In your swing? Meanwhile, we have yet to see that one. Yeah, Tom needs a charge. Yeah, his battery's definitely dead from last time. Yeah, he'll probe you real good. Right, Abigail? You're putting your hand up to be his friend. Aw. Old ladies are great. Listen, I actually have all my life, another fun little fact about me, have always been friends with older women. Like even when I was a kid, I was actually going to save this maybe one day for like a whip and chat or something, but I'll give you a little story. So when I was a kid, I still live where I grew up, and I've been here my whole life. So I had two friends basically. I had my friend who lived up the street, and my friend that way, and my friend who lived that way. So it was interesting because I was little, I mean, under, you know, preteen, very little. So they would kind of almost a little bit compete to be my friend or to, push pull with me. So that was interesting, and I kind of looking back, I probably kind of like that. I like being the center of attention that way. But so so talking about the older lady situation, so I would spend like kind of my half the time playing with my little friends. One of them at one point, but there was also this couple up the street, two ladies. Um, and my mom was friends with them, and very often she'd go over to their house, usually a lot of times at night or whatever weekends or something. So I tagged along, and so I probably spent half the time as like a little kid, half the time with one of my two friends, or half the time with my mom and these two ladies in their like 30s and 40s, basically. And so even as I grew up, again in my real life, I'm kind of a less is I'm not less is more, but uh, I kind of have a small group of people. So there was kind of like a couple friends here or there that I was really close with. Um, and then when I kind of again graduated high school, I worked for a couple years at the same place actually with my mom. And again, there was a lot of different people there, a lot of different age groups in this place. But again, I gravitated towards the older ladies. And again, my favorite show ever is The Golden Girls. And even now, a lot of through my uh, Facebook and YouTube life, a lot of my friends are women who are probably like in their 50s, higher. So that's just me. I always been very much more of a older person thing. I don't really get young people my age. I'm just not there for it. It's really awkward, and that's probably one of the reasons why I kind of have issues with having friends is because I don't relate. I don't, you know, it's just not me. Okay, I got to go back and look to see what you were saying. Let's see. You really has no one told you yet? Oh, I'm sure somebody's going to. Is there a trade site? Um, if I had links or I knew how to do that stuff, I would do it for you, but I just don't at this point time. As far as stores or YouTube people, hopefully, maybe next time I'll be a little bit more able to be be able to do that stuff. Right, Jenny? I know we haven't talked a lot, and the times we have, though, we've really actually have had a lot in common. And I guess that's just another thing. I'm male gigolo. What? Say what? I know, Abigail. You're probably like the only like young person I'm friends with. Well, some people can't handle our adult humor. What can you say? Sorry. Or like, oh, I don't know what oh, I wanted to say it, but I forgot uh, how you really said it. I so loved it when she said, "Okay, sorry, bye," something like that. It was so funny. Hi, Francis. How are you? Hi, Marilyn. Oh no, we're not having that night bev bot here. No, 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 no bev bots. No. Mm-mm. I told you he's got to get his circuits cut. Listen, 40s to 50s, 60s, whatever. Don't be touchy. When I mean older, older than me, like 10 years, 12 years, 15 years older. For me, that's older. Remember, I still think of myself as a 17-year-old. So, Right, Jenny? I watched all again, I could list so many shows as a kid that I watched that was so like kids don't watch this kind of show. It's or even movies. It's like an adult, more adult, not adult, but grown up kind of things. It's like, and even as a kid too, I didn't listen to music. It was not until I was like 13, 14 did I even listen to any like modern kind of music. The only music I ever had or listened around me was what my parents would play. I never watched MTV or VH1 or any of that stuff when I was a kid. Never. Which Golden Girl am I? Oh, I always say I'm a cross between Dorothy and Rose. Like kind of what the outside people see is more of a Rose thing and kind of how I am with the sweet and kind. I'm not dumb, but kind of more her demeanor towards people and her inherent goodness and kindness. But kind of on the inside, I'm a total Dorothy. That's one of my favorite things that you see on Facebook all the times when they have ads. It's like be uh, be Dorothy in the streets and be be Blanche in the sheets. I love it. And it's the same thing for anybody who watches Sex in the City. I'm kind of on the outside. I'm kind of a Jekyll and Hyde. Same thing with the Golden Girls thing. Is I'm very Jekyll and Hyde with my personality. So I'm a Charlotte kind of on the inside, or on the outside. I kind of feel I am a very romantic or kind of person in certain ways, and I want to have the nice marriage and happy family and all that, and be all innocent and like. But yet I'm also a Miranda who's very cynical about stuff. So it's kind of the complete polar opposites of each other, and so I'm always like battling each side. Bev, you're not Blanche. Nuh-uh. I'm not gonna have Grace. I'm not gonna have a weekly time slot. I can don't mind doing fill-ins, and I might do pop-ups here and there. Actually, that's probably what I would like most. I'd probably like a pop-up most, but doing a weekly thing, no, I can't. Mm-mm. And if I did, it might be a half hour. I would never do an hour or an hour and a half. Mm-mm. Thank you, Shay. I love you too. So, no, thank you for coming. That's a good attitude to have, Maritza, that you haven't reached your prime yet. Yeah, I've kind of been stuck in zero gear. It's never left. It's kind of like been stalled. Yeah, I am an old soul, Shay. Thank you. Yes, again, another thing about me is that I, I'm I'm a very like I- I'm a very liberal person in politics and the way things are and my feelings towards how people should be and act and all that kind of stuff. But inside, I'm very in my personal own cocoon kind of life. I'm a very conservative person as far as I'm a very limited person and to where I only need or want a few good, really great friends, like in real life kind of people you see. I only need a few. I want somebody to love me. I want to be married. I want the whole. I want the. I'm the basically want to be the like the old fashioned stereotype 50s housewife kind of thing, watching the man go off to work and have the picket fence and the dog and all that kind of stuff. Kids, not so much. I don't really like kids that much, but I'd even acquiesce to that. So I'm just, I am very old fashioned that way. That's and the other thing that's kind of the Jekyll and Hyde about me is that far in advance thinking I am about other people and how the world should be, but my life I'm kind of more back. And I'm somebody who, if I could pick again anywhere I could live, I think of myself as living in an old English village with the, with the ducks and your neighbor and the vicar, you know, and the little shops, and there's only like 100 people in the village, and that's kind of how I think of my kind of dream life, that you see in like 1920s kind of movies about Britain. Joanna, I am 39. Well, I think it's good that you can see yourself in all the characters or all different kinds. I think that's a complex person, you know. And yes, I'm Dorothy. I've never have a date either. Mm-mm. The little things that Sophia got out of the vending machine and gave to Dorothy will last her a lifetime. Same here. Well, I feel old, Abigail, as well. I mean, I'm 39, starting to feel old all around, but physically, I'm starting to feel old too. Yes, Maritza, I will definitely do a late night live with you, 100%. Oh, thank you, Abigail. Haven't I had fun? Mm, no. Fun is kind of foreign to me. I'm a loner. Well, no, skip that. That's not true. I had fun. Like my best, like kind of fun time was like uh junior, senior year of high school. That's when I kind of had a social kind of life. Outside of that, no fun. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Yes, I love actually being a guest in other people's. Tom can be a guest as long as he's on your channel, Marissa. After all, you have him. Because you know what? If he showed up on mine, that video would be staying up. Bev, we just learned something new about you all the time. Thank you, Debbie. I love you too. You're so sweet and wonderful. And I love those trays. Thanks, Mariah. Thank you, Grace. Yes, Jill, that is so great. That's me too. Oh, that's a fabulous way of saying it. I think I'm a Dorothy who would like to be a Blanche but come across as Rose. Yes. Tom would be a fantastic guest. He was the MVP. I the kid thing. It's just the kids always have been like I'm kind of the person like first of all, I don't know if it's because of my size, but they always kind of look and stare at me weird, and that's off-putting. And also when they're younger, they always like want to kind of play with you, and I'm kind of more the person that wants to say, "Oh, hello, little girl or little boy," and pat them on the head and go play. I'm just not a kid person. I don't dislike them. It's just play over there, be good. I bet Abigail's a fantastic mom. Oh, Mariah, I would so love that. I would love that at any time to live in a house with friends. Oh, 100%. I'm not even going to get into that because I want to cry because I kind of dreamt up a situation in my own life, but that didn't work out. Thank you, Chris and Kel. I appreciate that. Believe me, I'm somebody that's actually the one thing I could do and talk about. I can talk about myself and my feelings and it's my craziness inside my head all day. And you'll be like, this person needs to be in a home. they're not normal. Because I have no actually filter when it comes to stuff like that. I'm like, tell everybody. Thanks, Lisa Marie. Yeah, Debbie. Thank you. That's very nice that you say that. Without the toot. Toot toot. You thought I was in my 20s? Oh my god, that's like such a beautiful, wonderful compliment. Thank you. No, I'm 39. My birthday's in January. So I'm halfway to almost 40 now. She has to charge him for next time. Oh my god, hyacinth bouquet. Sheridan! Jenny, we are like this. I am totally a hyacinth. 100%. Thank you, Bev. I appreciate that. Whitney, you'd be great. You've been doing this a long time. Your channel, right? So you'd be great at it. I have to really hurry up because I'm like a minute from there. Tom's not drama. Tom's fun. Tom for the win, yes. We'll always come live with you, Abigail. You're the best. Okay. Violet. Oh, hi, Christy. Thank you, Whitney. That's really so sweet of you to say. I think it's the nice plumpness that keeps my face looking young. All right. I think it's 10 o'clock now. So I guess that's the official end of this wonderful live. Uh, thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, everybody. I love seeing your ducks, Mindy, by the way. So again, I have to thank the wonderful Abigail for letting me take her time slot since she wasn't able to. I also want to say thank you all to the lovely people who came out and listened to me go on and ramble and talk about nothing. And I hope you enjoyed it. I did my best. I want to also again say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, the fur baby moms, the real baby moms, and the moms no longer here like mine. Um, and what else? Remember the events going on, Mindy's wonderful event. It's for charity, so you must do that. Um, what was the other thing I wanted to say? I don't remember. But again, thank you all so much. I'm going to read your ending goodbyes. I appreciate you all for coming and staying and chatting with me. So, till next time, remember, guys, be safe, be happy, stay safe, stay happy. And of course, until next time, be ready to ride the kangaroo. Woo, woo, woo. Bye.